What a way to travel.
Broadened your horizons, didn't it? Now, I'm going to bring some of my old time journals out from storage. They might mention something about trans-dimensional meteors or something along those lines. Would you be so kind as to bring up the Excel computer database? There's a good fellow.
Of course, Doctor. I hear and obey. Andromeda.
This is truly a fascinating read. You should sit down and go through... Good grief! What is that doing here?
It's another TARDIS!
It's not just any other TARDIS, it's my TARDIS!
Your TARDIS?
This shouldn't happen. This can't be happening!
Doctor, what does it mean?
The Master.
How do you like my little recursive puzzle, Doctor?
You're the cause of all this. I should have known. What are you up to this time?
Nothing you need concern yourself with. I have some business to conduct here at Andromeda. When that is completed, I shall deal with you.
He's trapped us.
Who is that?
The Master, my bestest enemy. He's locked us in an infinite regression.
An infinite regression?
My TARDIS, like a mirror reflecting upon itself, is caught in a never-ending loop. If we can't find a way to break out of it, we'll be imprisoned here. Forever.
Well, how do we get out of it?
It's a very good question. I don't suppose you'd have an answer, would you?
No.
That's the trouble with psychologists. Always full of questions but never any answers.
Now, Doctor, if I give you all the answers, I'd be the one regenerating on my grandma's favorite sofa.
You have a point. But let's not stray from the matter at hand. How did the Master force my TARDIS to materialize inside itself?
Remote control?
Impossible. We'll just have to deal with that bridge when we cross it. Right now we have to break out of this. The energy being consumed by infinite TARDISes... TARDI? Will soon cause a feedback and destroy all of them, including ours.
But aren't they all ours?
Yes, and no. Every TARDIS is a reflection of the original. All we have to do is find that origin.
But you said this regression is infinite. How do we find one TARDIS out of infinity?
The closer we get to the source of the regression, the stronger the energy signature will be. We'll just have to find the strongest signature.
But how can we be sure that the one we found is the strongest? Isn't there a chance that somewhere out there there's a TARDIS with an even stronger signature?
That's the chance we'll have to take.
I could wish for some more positive reassurance.
Me too. Come on.
Where are we going?
To start looking. One TARDIS at a time. After you.
Thanks. Andromeda, we have achieved a total number of brethren that you require. The Doctor has been put out of the way. He will no longer interfere with my plans. The Andromeda site is secure. Excellent. Now we can finally begin. The home sounds so strange.
We must be getting deeper into the regression.
What does it say?
The readings are definitely getting stronger. We've seen this before. They get stronger, but when we proceed further down the regression, they become weaker again. Then stronger, then weaker.
So how can we possibly know we found the right TARDIS?
I'm missing something. Perhaps we found it already, only we keep passing it by.
But how can we be sure? There might be an even stronger energy signature just around the corner.
Maddening, isn't it?
I may need to see a psychologist when all this is over.
We'll just have to keep going.
For how long?
For as long as we have to. What other choice do we have?
Looks just like all the others.
This is the strongest signal we have yet.
Could this be it?
Can't be sure. The multiple TARDISes are causing all sorts of feedback and interference. This might be the originating source.
But?
There's no way to be sure until we test it.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
I don't think you quite grasp the consequences of what we're about to attempt. In order to break the regressions, all the reflections of the original TARDIS will be flung off into oblivion. Destroyed. If we guess wrong, and we are in one of those reflections.
Oh. I see.
I'm glad you do. Now, is this where we're going to plant our proverbial flag, or do we go on?
Well, as one of my professors once said, to get something that you've never had, you've got to do something that you've never done.
He was quoting Hercule Anderson Murdoch.
How do you know that?
I'm the one who said it to him, the plagiarist.
Doctor!
Taking credit for someone else's wisdom?
Doctor!
I don't know whether to be honored or annoyed. Annoyed. Yes, that's what I want. Annoyed.
Can we worry about our little TARDIS problem for now?
Oh, very well. I'm going to dematerialize the TARDIS. Hold on to your hat.
I don't have a hat.
Then hold on to mine. Here we go.
Is this supposed to happen?
I don't know, I've never done this before. I hope we didn't choose the wrong one.
What happened? Are we dead?
I believe we chose correctly. All the other TARDISes have ceased to exist. Except ours, of course.
Lucky guess.
My dear Kevin, luck had nothing to do with it.
Really? You're sweating.
My scarf is hot.
Denial is the first sign.
Kevin, would you like to learn the real meaning of hot? A nice trip to the sun, perhaps?
Perhaps another time.
I thought so. Now, let's figure out what the Master is up to.
Set up the primary screens as Andromeda instructed. There must be no deviations. Follow my instructions to the very letter. Begin power buildup. Excellent. Excellent. Andromeda, we have had very little experience with this technology. The government shut down this project after the disaster aboard the USS Philadelphia. We are not quite sure what will happen. I know precisely what will happen. Your understanding is not required. Only your obedience. Yes, Andromeda. It will be several minutes until full power. I have waited for what seems an eternity in this prison. A few more minutes will not matter. Proceed as planned. What is that?
The XL Data Storage and Retrieval System. A repository of every encounter the TARDIS has made ever since it was built. It's quite a handy little device, actually.
He?
Yes. Say hello, Kevin.
Hi.
It's for you.
It says, hello, Kevin.
Good, good. Now, XL, I have some readings from that meteor. What do you make of these, Is it a meteor, or is it something else entirely? Affirmative. Affirmative? Affirmative what? I asked you two questions. Is it affirmative a meteor, or is it affirmative something else? Affirmative.
What does that mean?
Structures indicate a transdimensional magnahelix DNA. This doesn't make any sense. Ah. Did you say structures as in more than one? Affirmative. Well, this tells us a lot.
It does? Feeling rather left out at the moment.
That meteor isn't just an ordinary meteor.
And what is it?
It's two different objects occupying the same space and time.
What?
Readings also indicate Baron 823 particle waves on a frequency of 3,282,103 theta. 3,280... Why, that's enough to power a time capsule!
Another TARDIS?
The Master's TARDIS.
The Master's TARDIS is part of that meteor?
Oh, not just part of it. He's stuck in it. Well, that explains a lot.
Really? Wish it did for me.
But it should be obvious. The Master finds himself a meteor made up of Magna-Helix DNA. Now, as any first-year student knows, Magna-Helix DNA amplifies psionic energies. That's why the Master was interested in the meteor in the first place. To expand his telepathic powers. He figured if he could merge his TARDIS with it, he could have total control over its energy. But he made a mistake, and now he's stuck in it. That's why he brought himself and the meteor to this facility. It must have some way of separating them.
I do recall UNIT having some information about an Andromeda facility in the United States.
Really? I suppose it was more than just what the canteen has for lunch.
More like they had a lot to do with Area 51 and all those black ops the conspiracy theorists ramble on about. Only they knew half of it was true.
I think we'd better get back to that meteor and see how true some of those rumors are. Coming?
Right behind you.
Powers at full charge. We are ready to begin separation. And delay no longer. Begin the procedure!
No, Robinson, stop! Throw that switch and you'll be releasing one of the greatest evils this universe has ever seen!
Doctor! You're too late. These creatures are under my control. They obey only my will.
Not everyone here is under your influence. Kevin, help me cut the power. Kevin? What are you waiting for? Cut the power!
What would you have me do with him, Andromeda?
Ah! Kevin! Let go!
You see, Doctor? I leave nothing to chance.
Oh, Kevin, not you too. Well, now we know who threw the TARDIS into the infinite regression.
I knew you would figure out how to escape. It kept you busy long enough. Robinson, you have your instructions. Obey. Yes, Andromeda.
Well, I see you still haven't done anything about your decrepit body. How much longer do you think you can last like that? You're well beyond your normal lifespan as a Time Lord.
I need only last long enough to perform one final task. Your embryonic sac, Doctor. I want it.
Oh, not again. We've been over this before. What I have in my heart will only lengthen your life for a short time. It's not a viable solution. You're dying, Master. Face it.
Never! I will go on. And with your embryonic sac, I can force another regeneration.
Impossible. It's never been done. The fluid in the sac can only assist the normal regenerative process. It cannot create a new one altogether.
We shall see. Dr. Vesavius, bring the Doctor into my TARDIS.
Yes, Andromeda.
Very nice TARDIS, Master. I like what you've done with the place.
Silence! Remove your coat and take off your shirt.
Type 80, is it? I've always wanted one of these. Father Christmas never seems to get my letters.
Prattle on as you will, Doctor, for soon you shall be no more. Strap him to the table. There's no need for anesthetic. The pain will last only a moment.
How kind of you.
I am not interested in your comfort, Doctor. The sedatives will contaminate your embryonic fluids and render them inert.
Wouldn't want that, would we?
Now, Dr. Vesavius, you will assist me.
I'm a psychologist, Andromeda, not a surgeon.
Nevertheless, you will assist me.
But
You will assist me!
I will assist you.
What's the matter, Master? Your hold seems to be weakening a little.
I assure you, Doctor, I am in full control.
Could have fooled me.
Master,
What's happening? What's happening?
Doctor, where am I?
Quick, Kevin, untie me!
No! I am your master! You will obey me!
Sorry, Master. It looks like your little pet rock out there is having some separation anxiety.
What have you done?
Nothing. This was all your doing. You and that meteor were merged together for too long. When you separated yourselves, it couldn't stand the psionic shock. It's breaking apart.
This is not the end, Doctor!
But let's at least make it a nice long pause. Come on, Kevin, let's get out of here before the Master loses total control.
Come back here, Doctor! I will have your embryonic sac! I will be made whole again!
Quick! Everyone get out of here!
Doctor, what's going on? What's happening?
Run now, explain later!
You will not escape me forever, Time Lord! I will hunt you down! I will find you! Across the universe! Across the whole of time!
So you're saying that this meteorite was used by the Master to control the entire Andromeda facility?
And when he separated his TARDIS from it, the meteor became unstable and shattered, destroying itself.
Interesting report, Lieutenant. Of course you know the Americans are denying all of this.
Hardly surprising.
Well, I don't think that the Master will show himself around this side of the galaxy for a long while. And as you can see, I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Fit as a fiddle. Can I drop you off anywhere, Kevin? Unless you'd like to stay on and make sure I stay out of trouble.
I think I'll stay and return to work. I need the holiday.
You need a holiday? I'd say that goes for the both of us. However, I wonder if Sarah Jane wouldn't want to come along. I know. I'll set the coordinates for South Croydon and pick her up.
You may have to explain your new look.
My new look? What are you talking about? Oh, don't tell me I changed again!
Doctor!
Well, goodbye, Colonel. Goodbye, Kevin. Good luck on that test of yours.
Test? What test?
You'll make a remarkable surgeon. I know you will.
What? What are you talking about?
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, desk. Goodbye, wall calendar.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Ah, yes. Goodbye, Kevin.
What a very strange fellow.
You don't know the half of it, Colonel. I only hope he makes it to South Croydon.
Wait, what's the problem?
Oh, no problem, sir. His TARDIS is just a little unpredictable.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it, Lieutenant. I'm sure if he has any problems, he'll just try again. And again. And again.